Welcome back. How exciting was that? So much fun designing my own cupcakes and cookies. I'm basically a professional baker now. And now we're actually going to throw over to Tiffany Gurdon's story, where a group of students are designing something much larger than a batch of baked goods, their own school.
They have to be mirror images, right? Because they're both sitting on the same footprint.
They think about some of the details because they live in this space, and that's been so helpful.
It's not a traditional teacher-student setting, nor is it a typical teacher-student meeting. Here in the staff room of Abbotsford Christian School, the principal goes over blueprint plans for the new school.
What better way, as we're making a new building, than to ask some students to be a part of this journey and contribute to it.
This is the school's IDEA team, which stands for Innovation, Design, Education, and Architecture, and they are helping to design their school's new learning space. In an effort to create more engaged learning opportunities, these students are directly hands-on designing their new school.
I wanted to be part of this amazing opportunity to have an impact on the next kind of round of students, and also it sounded like a lot of fun.
The hand-picked students meet here one evening each week and work with architects to have their input on modifications and revisions to standard building plans.
It's really neat working with professionals who are in a profession that come and teach kids what that's like. It's been quite inspiring, actually, and they've loved working with our students.
I like meeting with the architects the best because then you can get a professional standpoint on your ideas and see how they could work in real life.
The new school will see part of the current structure stripped down and then a section added on. Besides working with architects, the students have also toured 3 Metro Vancouver schools for inspiration. But the greatest influence of ideas is living the student life.
They think of things that we wouldn't consider. I'll give you a good example of that. We were designing a section for the counseling office, and a lot of kids go to counseling, sometimes for academic counseling, but sometimes for personal counseling. And so they looked at those plans and they said, you know, if you put the door going into that main hallway, everybody in the lobby can see down and see who's going into the counseling office. We don't like that. That's not a good idea. So they moved that door to the other side where it's private, so you can enter and exit the counseling office in a private place. I don't think we would have thought of that. That's not where our focus is, but they think of things like that.
The IDEA team also makes suggestions of changes based on their own ideas.
If we created a round room for social studies and French, because those are both classes that you need a lot of communication, and for UN you're debating a lot, and for French you're talking a lot. So I said, would a round room be better? And the architects had given us some sketching paper, and so I took the plans and I just drew a round room where I thought it needed to go. We gave them all our ideas and they put it in the renderings, and we now have the plans for the round room, and in our fly-through video it looks way cooler than we ever could have imagined.
I like the lobby the best. It's going to look great and it's going to be very open and inviting, and the windows are great. I love all the daylight in there, as well as it's large. It's a great space for students to converse and talk and sit and enjoy each other's company. We don't really have that in the school right now. We don't have any place to sit and eat lunch, so that's going to be a great place to do that.
Fundraising for the school began in the spring of 2015, and if all goes to plan, breaking ground and building will take place in 2018, meaning the majority of these students won't even get to attend class in it.
I hope that we can make it bright and comfortable and just a really good place to be.
Beyond getting a new school with a chosen feel and functionality, these students involved in the design process have secured so much more.
They've learned to communicate, they've learned to think critically, they've learned to solve problems. These are all skills that I think the world is really crying out for.
To learn more about the latest on the IDEA team and to keep up to date on funding for the new building, check out the Student Project tab on the Abbotsford Christian School website.
I gotta say, watching kids learn and see the lights come on for them about how things actually work and how the process of things occur has been amazing. I mean, all educators love to see kids learn and the light to come on. It's the best feeling ever. It's so much fun to work with them.
In Abbotsford, I'm Tiffany Gurdon for Go
Oh, that's a really good idea.
on Shaw TV.